How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Khloe Kardashian, we only have one question. Is Tatum safe? What is going on? Remember when I said just because somebody is a pathetic doormat does not mean that you can feel sorry for them? Y'all, Khloe just did a new podcast, and I have to say, this is one of this is legit the most unhinged thing I have ever read. Okay, well, in the last week. All right. Khloe comes across to me as a monster. And she is the person she always was. Remember when she said she had trouble bonding with Tatum? And she can't blame this on no postpartum. Baby, do you know that she really wanted to leave Tatum in the hospital? She wanted to run away from the only Kardashian that also got her face. I knew something was up. Remember when the baby first happened and she was just sitting there looking and she kept making all these jokes about surrogacy, and everybody was like, oh, she's just a lighthearted one. And I was like, yo, this is actually really destructive. And if Tatum ever grows up and see this, it's going to be something. Well, baby, let me give y'all the gist. At one point, Khloe was trying to convince the doctor to force the surrogate to stay pregnant another week and not deliver, even though this would have put the baby and the surrogate at risk. At one point, the doctor, this is when the surrogate was going into labor, right? At one point, right? At one point, she okay, and now to be fair, this is before she knew Tatum was gonna have her original face. And don't get me wrong, Tatum is a very cute baby. Khloe was a cute girl, but Khloe ain't feel she was a cute girl. Okay. Again, the whole time we thought that she was keeping Tatum's name a secret. She didn't give Tatum a name for 8 months. And you can't blame that on postpartum hormones. Okay. Remember when she was just going out partying all the time when the baby was a week old, had those long nails, and people are like, how are you changing diapers? You guys, this is why Khloe and Tristan get along so well. Khloe was a deadbeat mom. Khloe was the deadbeat mom in this situation. Y'all, let's get into this because this was insane. On top of that, it got so bad with Khloe saying she ain't want that baby. And whatever, the doctor actually said, don't worry, I'll take care of the baby, but the baby has to get here. Yo, I feel so sorry for Tatum. But you know, the weird thing is, Khloe will do anything for a check. The only reason she's saying this is because Keeping Up with the Kardashians is coming on. She needs a storyline, and she is never going to do anything that's going to make Tristan mad or make him look bad. So you're willing to even tell these stories about your son? Khloe said that the doctor offered to take care of her son amid a breakdown over his early birth. Khloe revealed that her doctor offered to take her and Tristan's son, Tatum, after he was delivered by a surrogate in July 2022. Don't forget that once Tatum was born, remember how Khloe was like, I felt bad because, the surrogate carried him for so long and the surrogate should go home with him. Khloe tried to give the baby back to the surrogate. Let's keep going. She said that Khloe said she was hysterically crying after finding out that her surrogate was giving birth earlier than expected and couldn't spend a last weekend with her daughter, True. Your new baby that you paid for because you wanted to one up Jordan Craig, because that's in my opinion why she had that baby. Your own son that you got because you wanted to one up Jordan Craig. When he was coming, you said no because you wanted to spend one last weekend with True. Chloe's unhinged. It wasn't even about the weekend. It was about now. This is real. This is what she was saying on SheMD. The fact that she admitted this out loud, what was she thinking in her heart? She didn't react to the news that well and told the doctor that they can't do this because she just needed the weekend. However, the doctor assured Khloe that the surrogate had no fluid in the sac, so they needed to deliver within 24 hours. The doctor said, you know what? I'll deliver the baby. I'll take the baby and you let me know when you're ready to pick him up. And I was like, what? And I'm like, who does this? Who even offers that? And she did. And I remember I was like to myself, Khloe, effing snap out of it. This is life. We got to do this. Y'all, listen, the doctor said that Khloe's actually done that before. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. She said it devastated me because that's when all the judgment and knives were thrown at me. She was talking about when everybody found out that Tristan had made a fool of her again. And Khloe, literally, in her effort, in my opinion, to one up Jordan Craig, found out that her ops, which is Tristan, is always linking up with anybody with a big smile and a warm touch. Anyway, don't forget that she said that the connection, which took days with True, with Tatum, it's taking months, and we still don't have a complete bond. But she doesn't treat him any differently. How do you not have a bond with a child, but you're not treating him differently than a child that you're bonded with? Chloe's just weird. Listen, she said, I really felt guilty that this woman just had my baby. I wish someone was honest about surrogacy and the difference in it. I take the baby and I go to another room and you're sort of separated. It's such a transactional experience because it's not about him. It's a weirdest thing. Anyway, she says she's fully connected to Tatum now, but I think her full connection actually came after she actually figured out a name uh for uh after she figured out a name for Tatum, because she said that she was crying hysterically. She couldn't do this. It wasn't real. All this, But I guess we can tell when she's fully connected. And that's when she figured out a name. I thought, and I got to say this, that I thought that she was keeping the name sacred, but to find out she didn't even name her own son, a baby in your care for 8 months. Anyway, she went on to say, how does Khloe think this is a good idea? She said, so Tatum's a little, she said that, so Tatum's, wait, she said, so Tatum's a little different of a story. I like unique names, but not off the wall names. I think our family has enough off the wall names. I didn't want to have to have too much craziness. Actually, I actually didn't legally name Tatum, I think for maybe 8 months, noting that that was a long time. She said, I would try different names at first, but none of them I liked. And then Tatum was, but we would always call him baby, or I call him Papa all the time. So Papa was a lot that I would use, but that was tough for me naming him because it's interesting because I wasn't carrying him. I didn't really feel anything. With True, I could feel things about her. And when I would pray at night, I would pray and we would have our conversations. And I don't know, I just felt True spirit. It's weird and kooky. Don't come in the comments saying, TC, that's just how it is. It's not. It's not. This is weird. Anyway, she said, compared to True and him, it's a different experience. The connection took days with True. With him, it's taking months, and she still didn't have the complete bond. Baby, it was so much so. And before y'all say, oh my God, what are you talking about? She was just adjusting. If she wasn't basically telling the world that she'd had buyer's remorse on Tatum, explain to me why she said that she made Tristan take 3 DNA tests to prove he was the father of the surrogate child. She made Tristan take multiple paternity tests for their son. I made Tristan do 3 DNA tests for Tatum. He was so offended. First of all, you know what? She explained that she requested the test because she thought he doesn't look like either. Khloe requested the test because she thought that Tatum didn't look like either her or Tristan. Tell me Khloe's not mentally ill. Y'all, listen, we're going to have to do this in another video because the mess with Kendrick Lamar and Drake is going down even more. But I'll see y'all back on the part 2 of this video because, yeah, Khloe tried it. Khloe tried it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.